I gave up smoking 6 months ago. I've got COPD. I've smoked for 50 years, since I was 12. It's horrible to think about it, and I'm not even thinking about how much money I've spent in all those years. But the last couple of times that I'd had a cold, it had gone straight to my chest. And my oxygen sats before had always been 91, 92 on a good day. And twice my husband had to ring for an ambulance. Paramedic one time when he walked in, first thing he said was, "How long have your lips been blue?" I've been whisked into Leighton with blue lights going on the ambulance and straight through into resus and onto oxygen. And the last time it happened, I thought, I'll be lucky next time if I don't go out without an oxygen tank. I thought it was getting that bad. And I thought, I love my holidays. I love my cruises. And I didn't want to carry an oxygen tank with me. So that was the big deciding factor, that I've got to do something. And like everyone else, I tried cutting down. But it works for a few days and all of a sudden you're back to square one. And I was quite a heavy smoker, but I used to roll my own cigarettes. And I'd say, well, one cigarette's only half the size of a standard cigarette, so I can have two. And it was affecting my health. I'd never reversed the COPD, but the improvement in my oxygen has been absolutely amazing. From 91 to 92% SATs, and I'm now on 98 to 99%. I can walk further. I couldn't have sat and talked this long before without having a coughing fit. Oh, and I get a good night's sleep now. I've got more energy. I'm doing more during the day. I love my gardening. I'm out there gardening whenever I can. I get down on my hands and knees to pick all the little weeds up instead of just hoeing them into the soil. I can play with the grandchildren. I can cope when they jump on my back, when they want to be fighting, and get down on the floor and play with them. I couldn't have done that the same. I'd have been sat there watching them sat on the chair leaning forwards. But now I'm down there playing with them, and that is the biggest thing that I can say that I have got out of it. The extra energy that's allowed me to play with the grandchildren, and you're not leaving them to the granddad to watch them while I nip outside to have a cigarette. When I first visited Lisa and she had to blow into this meter that measured the carbon monoxide, and a heavy smoke would be reading this. I think it was either 30 or 35 it went up to for the highest reading. Mine was in the 50s. I was off the scale. This is this bad. How much, all this carbon monoxide in my body. The nicotine's not doing any good, but I never thought about the carbon monoxide side of it. And that first time when I sat there and I blew into that meter and it read 3. And I just sat there with this great big grin, and she says, "You've done it," and I've done it. I smoked for 50 years, but as soon as I tasted that vape, that was it, and I've never looked back. It doesn't cost anything. Best thing I did, give it a try. You've got nothing to lose. Like me, you've got a hell of a lot that you can gain.